Hi, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday weekly check-in chat. I see that Game Time with Caden is first, and I want to say a happy birthday to you again, Caden. And when everybody gets here, we will definitely have them wish you a happy birthday. Whoops, I got a device on with some sound. How old did you turn, Caden? You're 12. Okay. And your birthday was yesterday, 25th? Yeah, birthday was yesterday. And you had fun. Good. I am glad to hear it. I have my brother, who's 6 years younger than me, had his brother on the 24th, and he turned 55. So on Wednesdays, I like to celebrate good news, birthdays, anniversaries, um, promotions, new babies, um, you know, promote or doing kids doing good at school, new relationships, anything positive. I like to kind of showcase on Wednesdays. And then I will definitely do my normal update of what's been going on with me over the week. Good morning, Miss Slim Twiggy. She says, good morning, Echo. I hit the thumbs up. I'm off to graduation practice with my son. Big day tomorrow. Great. Well, thank you for stopping in, Slim Twiggy, and tell your son I said congratulations, and we will definitely be shouting him out and praising him today. Hi, two-headed minded. Welcome in today. How are you doing? All right. Get the names down so that I can do my shout out that I do after each Wednesday live. I like to do a shout out to everyone who comes in. I'm glad you're doing good. You and Kaden are proof that my channel is for any age, not just those of us in my age group. Um, you can live your best life at any age. You really can, because happiness is a choice, and all you have to do is make that choice. Good morning, Miss Verna. Miss Verna from Bay's Place. Welcome in. Well, I'm getting a message. It may be about my doctor's appointment. Let me take a look at it. Your appointment is at 2. Please bring a copy of your insurance card and list of all current medications or the medications themselves. Okay. Reply yes. Yes. There we go. Well, good. They're waiting on me. That's why we had to come in early today and do it at 11 instead of 12, because I had the appointment early today at 2, and it's about 40 minutes away. So I like to allow myself a good hour to get there. And I didn't want to have to cut the stream short in order to leave and rush to the doctor. So I decided to go a little early. Okay. So, and then we have Yoda Papa Vintage Cards coming in. He is doing well today. He is listening to all-star game, uh, some kind of program. I don't know that much about it, but that's something he enjoys doing. Um, Caden, I'm doing great today. I really am doing great. Um, we have two birthdays and a graduation this week. My brother's birthday was actually June 24th, and he turned 55. So when I was 6 years old and in the first grade, my parents gave me a big surprise. It was a little brother. And I hate to say this, but the truth of the matter was I didn't want a brother. I already had an older sister, and I really didn't want a brother. But I had him, and I had to learn to love him, and he is my heart now. So I'm so glad that I have a brother and a sister. All right, let's read some weather here. We have the weather for hare. Conditions are fair with the temperature of 90 degrees, and the wind is blowing in from the west southwest at 6 miles per hour, and the humidity is 68%. We're supposed to be getting rain here today. The weather for Franklin, conditions are partly cloudy with a temperature of 73. The wind is blowing from the south southwest at 5 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 88%. Okay, so our graduation that we are celebrating today is for Brooks, who is Miss Slim Twiggy's son. He will be graduating tomorrow. Oh, here's another weather. For Laporte, conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 61 degrees. The wind is blowing from the north northwest at 9 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 78%. Caden, don't be sorry. It's fine. I want people to be able to use that function of Nightbot. That's great. Um, so anyway, Brooks is graduating tomorrow, and she stopped in this morning and was on her way to his graduation rehearsal. So she'll be busy tomorrow having that big rehearsal or a big graduation. I told you about my brother's birthday, and then we have a birthday boy in our chat. Young man, Mr. Caden, has turned 12 as of yesterday. I want y'all to say happy birthday to Caden and wish him a great year and many more birthdays. Well, there we go. I was typing it. And Yoda says, my hair looks amazing today. It's kind of every time I wash it and let it dry on its own, it gets frizzy. So I'm not liking it too well. So happy birthday to Caden. Happy birthday to my brother. And happy graduation to Brooks. Some of you that have come in my chat for a while might remember Susan, aka Shy Sunrise. She was one of our supporters, and she liked to make jewelry. And she made me this necklace. She made me several bracelets. She made my granddaughter a couple of necklaces and several bracelets. And I told y'all at the first of the month, I told y'all that Miss Susan had passed away from cancer. And her parents had been in contact with me because I was texting with Susan and I didn't know that she was sick. And so she didn't return my text messages. So I was getting worried about her. And then they returned the text message and let me know that she had been diagnosed with a very rapid um, rapidly fast-paced cancer and that she had passed away. Anyway, Susan was in the process of making jewelry, and I'm sure it was for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So her mother has sent it to me. So I want to show you all these pieces. Let me catch up the chat just a minute. Yoda said, Susan called me Goof because I earned the name. He's goofy, y'all. And every time he would do something goofy, she would say, oh, there's Goof, you know. And so he started calling her Goofette. So if you ever watch any of my old streams and you hear banter going back and forth between Goof and Goofette, that's who it was. Chair Bear says, good morning and God bless. I am so sorry, but I have to work. I was off almost 2 weeks, so I am so behind, but I wanted to show my support. God bless you all. Thank you, Chair Bear. I appreciate that. And I'm sorry that you have to work, but hopefully it won't be too bad of a day and you'll get through it. And thank you so much for coming in and showing your support. So anyway, I'm going to show you this jewelry. I'm going to try to get it up close. Now this is a necklace, and it's on a braided cord, and it has the lobster claw clasp. Oops, sorry. And then she also made these earrings to go with it. There we go. So that's one set of jewelry that I will be giving away on my 1,000 giveaway. Then there's 2 pairs of earrings. These are clocks. If I can get them where you can see them. Earrings that are clocked. And then a pair of earrings that are skeleton keys. Silver. And then there was this necklace, which is a 3-strand necklace. Also on the black cord, but this one's not braided. And it has a lobster claw clasp also. And then she made this pair of dangly earrings to go with it. So I was very shocked yesterday when I got a knock at my door and there was a package and it contained all this jewelry for my giveaway. So Susan will live on in our hearts. And every time I wear this necklace, it's in her memory. And Yoda and I think of Susan often and talk about Susan. So her memory is going to be kept alive. Yes, and he did cry yesterday when I was telling him what her mom had written in the letter to me and showed him the jewelry. Also, there were 2 keys. I forgot these, and we're going to put them in our car as keep them in our car as memory to her. But 2 keychain, long skeleton keychains. And I already have, she had already sent me this keychain, which I have on my keys already. And then I was going to put that key on my key ring, and Guru or Yoda said, let's put it in the car so we'll always, have safe travels. This one, and it has 2 little rhinestone charms on it and a key. And every time I grab up my keys and I feel that, I always think of Susan and say a little prayer for her. Hi, Izzy. Welcome in. Let's see. Let me write this down. Okay, I'm going to go back, make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Okay. I don't want to miss anybody. Yes, they're very pretty, very nice. And she had already sent us a package um, right before she passed away, and I'm going to show y'all some of those. Hold on. Oops. And all of this will be on my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which we will be having very soon. I go to the doctor today and hopefully get my surgery date. And I want to do the 100 giveaway before I have my surgery. So we will be getting that together. Anyway, she made Yoda, Papa Yoda, or Yoda Papa, um, a Yoda necklace and bracelet. But she also sent this one. This is more for a gentleman or a guy with the arrowheads. It's also on the cord and has the lobster claw clasp. Oops.
This part of the video too.
Yeah. Also has the bracelet to match.
Where's the one with the arrowhead?
Right here.
I'm gonna wear it today.
Well, I don't know that I'm going to go through all of these. I'll just hold up, show you how many she sent. So I have a ton of jewelry, keychains, earrings, and bracelets to give away on the subscriber giveaway.
Can I step in and show them?
Yeah.
Hey everybody, this is what it looks like.
Nice. Very nice. You like it better than the one you kept?
I didn't keep a necklace.
Oh, you didn't?
Uh-uh.
Oh, well, you should keep that one.
I am.
Yeah. That won't be in the giveaway. C Media from Canada.
I know them.
You know them? Okay. Welcome in. Yoda said he knows you. So you're a friend of Yoda's. You're a friend of mine. Welcome, welcome. All right. So that's the jewelry. And we will be doing that giveaway very soon. I am going to make packages up. And then when you win, you just win a package. And you'll find out what you won when the package arrives. I have all kinds of stuff that people have been sending and I've been buying. And we're going to have a very nice giveaway. Okay, so that was my update on that. Let me go ahead and do this. We got lots to talk about today, y'all. We had some excitement this week. Okay, I'll give him one in just 1 minute. This is How Happiness Happens by Max Lucado. I'm going to read the entry for today, June 27th. Why would God tell us to pray? Thy kingdom come. If we have no impact on the coming of the kingdom, God will not turn you away. Your persistent prayers will open God's doors for your friends. So we need to keep, even if we're saved, we still need to keep praying and keep God foremost in our mind in times of trouble because He is here to help us. All right, I am adding you as a moderator. C Media Kinda.
Congrats to their 10,000 viewers.
Oh my gosh, 10,000? Mm-hmm. Congratulations. That is some good news to celebrate. And that's what we're doing here on my live stream today. Is all about positive and trying to celebrate good news. So let me write that on my list. C Media Canada. 10,000. Wonderful. Okay. Next thing on my list. Okay, let's talk about do my health update. As some of you know, I fell off the curb and tore my Achilles tendon, and I had to wear a boot, a walking boot, from my knee all the way down my foot for 12 weeks. Thankfully, June 17th, last Monday, I got the boot off. And they told me I would not have to do physical therapy, which I was kind of dreading having to do it. But when they took the boot off and I stood up and the doctor asked me to try to take a few steps, it was like I had never had the boot on. It was perfect. He checked my leg, he checked my foot, he had me move my, ankle and move my foot around. And he said, I don't think you need physical therapy. He said, it's not really atrophied that bad. So we're going to let you walk on it and we're going to see how that goes. And if you find that you're having, problems with it, then we can always do physical therapy. Well, I've been walking on it a little over a week now, and I'm walking fine. I'm not using my rollator anymore. I am using my cane when I go outside just to help extra support so I don't fall again.
I'm telling you to slow down.
And he's telling me to slow down. That's how fast I'm going. Good morning, Norma. Welcome in. Um, so, rollator will be going back into the closet, back into storage. Um, and my only issue so far has been, oh, I got to hang up on that person. It's a telemarketer. They've been calling me all morning. I keep blocking the number and they keep calling me on another extension. Um, anyway, so as far as my Achilles tendon is concerned, oh, I was saying I was having little balance problems. I have balance problems all the time because I have neuropathy, nerve damage in my feet, and I can't really feel my feet that well. And so, that's something I deal with anyway, and part of the reason I fell. But I do notice myself trying to catch myself, lean up against the counter or grab onto the wall or whatever. So it's going to take a little bit of time to strengthen it back up and get back to where I was at, but it's on its way. Now, the day before I went to get the boot off, I slipped and fell in the bathroom and scraped up my knee. Well, my knee is doing good. My home health nurse comes once a week and she has been treating it. And I noticed today after my shower that the actual scabbed area is much smaller than it was when I first did it. And you can tell that already that the outer ring of it, that didn't get as deep. Skin didn't come off as deep there. And that skin's already grown back in. So it's definitely on its way to healing pretty good. So I'm glad about that. And then my third health update is about my appointment today. Today I should get, excuse me, today I should get my surgery date for my weight loss surgery. I know I have to do the liver shrinking diet for 14 days, so at least 2 weeks. So I'm hoping my surgery is going to be 2 weeks from today. So yesterday I did what I'm supposed to do on that liver shrinking diet, and I'm doing it today also, so that I can tell the doctor I've already started the process and maybe he'll up my date a day or two. I want to have it done before my daughter goes back to school and before we get the grandbaby back full time, because I will be sore and I will be, not feeling my best for a few weeks. And I don't want to have to deal with having her be upset because Granny doesn't feel good. So hopefully that will um, all work out time wise. I do want to share with you a little clip, video clip, Um, and I hope that it'll play correctly. I tried it out earlier and it didn't want to play right. But it's a little 8-second clip, and it is of my granddaughter at the pool having fun. Now, my daughter just moved into a new complex that has two swimming pools. And so this was her taking my granddaughter to the pool and my granddaughter playing and having fun. So let's try to look at that clip. Here we go.
Are you having fun? Are you having fun? Are you having fun?
She does. Okay, so are you ready for our little adventure? This is going to be a few minute story. Okay, it's going to take me a minute to get all the parts and everything. So, a couple weeks ago, a couple weeks to a month ago, we were having trouble with our fire alarm smoke detector. Now, hi, Super Rainbow Queen, welcome. We have two smoke detectors in our apartment, and we were having trouble. They kept going off. Um, and by going off, I don't mean for a few seconds. I mean going off. Hello, Kristen. Welcome. They were going off for hours. And of course, it always seemed to happen on the weekend when maintenance wasn't here. My apartment complex does have an emergency um, number you can call. If you have one of these three problems, um, of course, you're locked out of your apartment, is one. You have no heat in the winter or no air conditioning in the summer. And number three, you have no working bathroom or you have like a water leak or something. Other than that, they do not want you calling them for an emergency after hours or on weekends. So Monday morning came. I called the office, told him the problem. She sent the maintenance man down. He looked at them. He said, well, it's probably the batteries, the backup batteries. These are wired into the ceiling. But they do have a backup battery. So he went and he got us new batteries and he changed out the new batteries. Well, for about, like I said, 2 weeks to a month. Good morning, old guy in Colorado. How are you doing? Well, yeah, day before yesterday, Monday. Okay, Caden, have a great day, hun. So, day before yesterday, it started it started going off, and it wouldn't stop. And of course, it was in the evening again, so we couldn't, get anybody to come look at it. We kept going. We kept uh, being irritated, and it went. It started at like 10 o'clock Sunday morning. That's what it was Sunday. 10 o'clock Sunday morning. It started. It did it all day long. It was just absolutely miserable. It would go off, then it would stop, then it would go off, and then it would stop, and then it would go off, and it would stop. So anyway, eventually, my daughter, we had the grandbaby overnight. So my daughter came to pick up the baby, and she said, "Y'all can't sleep here." It's like 10 o'clock at night, and that thing was still going off. And you know that we have Chloe, our little Chewini, and she doesn't like loud noises. And so that fire alarm smoke detector going off was driving Chloe absolutely insane. And she was barking. So we packed up. We went to my daughter's new apartment, and they graciously slept on the couches and gave us their bed. And we spent the night. And then we got up Monday morning. We came home. We had maintenance come again. It was still beeping, y'all. When we pulled in the parking lot, it was still going off. So it had been going off, on and off all night long. I am so glad that we left and went to my daughter's to sleep, because there's no way we could have slept with that going on. And Chloe barking, of course. So anyway, he comes yesterday, or this was Monday. He comes Monday. He changes out the one and ends up changing the batteries again. Changed both the batteries. Then on Tuesday, well, Monday night, it went off twice. Just beep, beep, and stop. And then another time, beep, beep, and stop. So then Tuesday night, or so Tuesday he came, he changed out one of the smoke detectors. And this is what they look like. And he changed one out, but he didn't change the second one out. So, and this is where the battery fits in, and this closes up, but it is got prongs that hook to the wires, and it's up in the ceiling. So anyway, he didn't change out the second one, only the first one. So this morning at 6:30 a.m., it started going off again. Now, this time, hey Sam Gloves, this time I called the office and I let them hear the noise and told them that I didn't know what they needed to do, but it was beginning to get a little bit ridiculous. And so 9 o'clock, here he comes, and it's still going off and had been going off since 6:30 in the morning. He changes out the second one. So now we have two new batteries, two new smoke detectors. Pray for us that it does not go off again, because I don't think I could take it anymore. It's the loud kind of annoying sound that gets under your skin after a while, and it gives you a headache on top of that.
When one goes off, the other one sets off.
And yeah, they don't go off like beep beep. It's like beep 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 beep. So it's almost like a little orchestra go. And it's really, really annoying. I I just about couldn't take it. And I'm so glad my daughter offered for us to come and stay at her house, because there was just no way. No way we could have slept, stayed here all night. So that is the smoke detector saga, part one and part two. Wah, wah, wah. Will there be a part three? Will Echo hit the smoke detector with a baseball bat? Will Echo move out of her apartment due to this smoke alarm situation? You'll have to stay tuned to see what happens. Um, Now I want to show you. I have coming up a Dollar Tree haul video, be coming out probably sometime in next month or so. I what I'm trying to do is I am trying to work on getting stuff done and having it ready to go so that if when I go have my surgery, y'all will still be getting videos and you may not be getting lives every week, but I will probably be doing pop-up lives of my progress. But I may still do a weekly progress report. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, while we were at the Dollar Tree, Dave found this cookbook, and it's the Healthy Air Fryer Cookbook. And in it, I like the looks of this recipe. This is Moroccan chicken skewers. Let me tell you what it's got. It's got plain yogurt, Moroccan seasoning, freshly squeezed lemon juice and 2 lemon wedges, garlic. Hey, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, how are you doing, Mark? A small clove of garlic, 2 thinly sliced boneless chicken breasts, and sea salt, the skewers, cooking spray, and multi-purpose skewer rack. And the directions are in a small bowl or zip top plastic bag. Mix together the yogurt, Moroccan seasoning, lemon juice, garlic, and a pinch of salt. Add the chicken and stir or close the bag and gently toss to coat evenly. Cover and refrigerate for at least 1 hour, but it is even more succulent if you marinate it overnight. Then you remove the chicken from the refrigerator and allow it to rest at room temperature for 15 to 20 minutes. Preheat your air fryer to 390 degrees Fahrenheit for 5 minutes. Thread the pieces of chicken onto the skewer, leaving a bit of space between each piece. Continue until all the skewers are loaded. Lightly spray the skewers with cooking spray, place them on the rack, and set them inside the air fryer basket. And then you cook them until it reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit, approximately 8 to 10 minutes, turning them halfway through the cooking. Look at those babies. That Okay, that just looks so good to me. Each one of those skewers is approximately 4 ounces, which is what I'll be able to eat um, about a month or so out of surgery. Okay, let's see. We've got Mimi's Place coming in and Southwest Living with Val. Welcome, ladies. Good to see you. And Yoda's question, how do you let a chicken rest? Do you elevate the drumsticks? No. And they're not talking about it's a chicken breast and it's already been cut up.
Oh, okay.
So they're not talking about that kind of resting. They're saying let it come up to room temperature instead of it being cold from the refrigerator.
I never heard that term before.
Yeah. Um, anyway, there's one more I want to show you.
That was a good job for $1.25.
Yes, it was. And there's lots of good recipes in here. Some of them, though, aren't something that we normally would eat, and we probably wouldn't do it. But look at these shish kebabs. skewers, shish kebabs on skewers. And this is got grape tomatoes, red onions, and that they're using ribeye steak, and ribeye steak is probably my favorite steak. So those both of those recipes I would definitely be willing to try. So we have two cookbooks now to be looking at when we're looking for healthy, happy, healthy nutritional recipes. Let me catch up in chat just a minute. Val says that is the best way to cook steaks as well is to let them come up to room temperature. And Mimi says resting is when meat is cooked and you let it rest to help keep the juices in. That's true. The way they're using it is meaning because it's been in the refrigerator marinating, and they're suggesting you let it come up to room temperature before you put it into the air fryer. But Mimi is correct. When you make steak, or any kind of meat, really, you have to let it cool and let it rest so the juices will come back into the meat to make the meat juicy and tender. And otherwise, if you cut it too soon, the juice will all run out on the plate. So that's not something normally you want to do. So I have another recipe. I'm just going to tell you what it is because it's really quick and easy. I just saw it yesterday. When you are on a low fat, low carb diet, you can't have potato chips. Can't have, tortilla chips too much unless you make your own out of the low carb tortillas. But you still want that crunch. So I was looking on Facebook and I saw this recipe. And what you do, and they suggest that you use a silicone muffin pan. If you do not have a silicone muffin pan, get your regular muffin pan, but grease it really, really well. Val says she has a possible job in Cimarron County. Great, Val. Congratulations. That's good news. But anyway, you're going to make a chip, and you're going to make it out of egg whites and Parmesan cheese. So you get the egg whites in the carton already, separated, and you shake, 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 shake. And then you take and you put about a tablespoon of egg whites, or maybe a little less, in each of the muffin tin holes. Then you come back and you sprinkle grated Parmesan cheese on top of the egg whites. And then you pop it in the oven, 400 degrees, for about 8 minutes. Keep an eye on them because all ovens are different, and you don't want to burn them up. But when it comes out, it is this little round, crispy chip that low fat, has protein, low carb, perfect for snacking. So that and the roasted chickpeas is the other thing I'll probably do for snacking. When we get the air fryer, we'll be able to make the roasted chickpeas in the air fryer, and you can season them with whatever kind of, spices you like. So I'll probably do like Parmesan garlic or something. So those are my recipes to share with y'all. And then the last thing,
No, got a new prop coming in.
oh, hold on.
Program change.
I had given my daughter a snake plant for her to take to her job at school. And she brought it home for the summer. And it had grown so tall that it was leaning way over. So I devised this little brace for it with the sticks, with skewers and some tape. And it's still the top. Get me the vase up there that has the little ones in it. Still, the top of it was folded over. So you can propagate a snake plant by cutting off the tops, putting them in water, and letting them root. Okay? So I have and there's only 4 of them. I only cut 4 of them. But I have them in water. I'm going to root them, and then I'm going to put them back in here. And so her plant will be fuller and grow taller. She about had a conniption fit. What? Get me my snake plant.
I can't get that.
You can't get that? Okay. Anyway, she about had a conniption fit and said, I don't want that one back now. I want your snake plant. My snake plant is about 8 years old. It's in a bigger pot. It's full. It's tall. But I said I would let her have it instead of her taking this one back. So I'm going to be propagating and repotting and making this plant into a beautiful snake plant for me. But she will have the nice, big, beautiful one to go back to her classroom. I am also going to transplant and pot her up an aloe plant and a Swiss cheese plant so that she'll have I think I probably will give her 2 aloes so she can take 1 aloe to school and have 1 aloe and the Swiss cheese plant at home. All right, Mark put in the weather for Raleigh. Conditions are sunny with a temperature of 93 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind is blowing from the south-southwest at 6 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 51%. Okay, so I love Max Lucado, right? I do his devotionals. I have my calendar I read from. I did a video, just a very short video on Max Lucado, just a little bit of background information about him. And when I did that, one of the things I found out is that he has a website that he will send you a daily email with a video message. And I just wanted to share that information with y'all in case anybody else loves Max Lucado like I do and would like to get a video email. And it is just maxlucado.com. And when the website pulls up, it asks you, would you like to receive this email? Click yes, give them your email address, and there you go. And I have been getting them for about a week now, and they are just as good as his daily devotionals, if not better. And I'm really enjoying them. So I wanted to make sure I let y'all know about that. And that is all I have on my list. Let's see. Whoops, Dave's turning lights on. No, I need this one on.
Sorry.
No, I need that one on. I need both of them on, please.
Okay. I'm fired from the lighting crew.
Okay, I've been getting on to Dave because he leaves lights on all over the place. And I'm like, I'm going to break you of leaving the lights on. So now he turns them off even when I'm in the room. And I'm like, excuse me, I was still using that light, Anyway, Dave and I, without having a grandbaby here, we're finding ourselves with lots of free time.
Oh.
So we have started a rummy tournament that we are playing between each other. First series, it's best out of 7 games. So you have to win 4. So the first series, Dave won the 4. The second series, I won the 4 yesterday. So now we have to play a third series to really see who is the champion. But we get very competitive playing cards.
Rummy can be very boring if you're only dealt 7 cards. So what do we do?
Well, what we do is, the way we play Rummy with my daughter is we have wild cards, and you flip up the first card, and that's how many cards that person gets. Could be 2 cards, could be up to 20 cards.
Very unfair at times.
And sometimes it's, everybody else will get 20 and you get 2 or whatever like that. So what we decided to do is that we start out with 20. And each hand, we take away a card. So first hand's 20, second hand's 19, next hand's 18, all the way down to 3 cards. And when we hit 3 cards, we turn around and we start going back up. So then we go 4 cards and then 5 cards and then 6 cards. But it's even and more fair because everybody has the same amount of cards. It just depends on what cards you get and how well you play them.
And if your last card you're dealt, you flip up to the joker, you get to keep it.
Yeah. And if you get all your cards played before the other person might even get a turn. So they might lose their entire hand. It has happened before. And it's like 500 points maybe. So it's not very, very fun for that to happen. But anyway, we have been doing that. And since I have been more mobile with my foot, not being in the boot, I am back to doing the dishes. Excuse me, my mouth is getting dry.
I feel in for you, honey, but you've got big shoes.
And back to doing my own laundry and baby girl's laundry, whatever she'll leave here. Dave had started doing his own laundry. He's going to continue to do his own laundry. I think that's, good for him to do. I am taking care of the dishes. As far as cooking goes, there's not a whole lot of cooking going on because of my upcoming surgery. Dave will be on autopilot mode. He will be fending for himself.
We already started that 2 months
ago. Because I'm not going to be cooking much. The first month, I will be eating very little actual food. It won't be until the second month that I'll start reintroducing food back into my diet. And then I'll be just eating such small portions that cooking enough for one person will be enough for a week. So I will be doing a lot of freezer meals so that, I'll have them on hand and I'm, stocked up as well as far as that goes. So a lot of changes going to happen. I'm excited about the surgery. I'm not nervous. I'm not scared. I really do think it's going to go well and that I'm going to have a good time recovering from it. Dave, I'm a tough old bird. It takes a lot to get me down. I've had back surgery. I've had several major abdominal surgeries. I've had Achilles tendon surgery. I've had all my teeth pulled. I've been through some stuff. So I think I'll do all right. And Dave will be here to take care of me and help me.
Are you going to be a good patient?
I'm going to try. I am going to try to be a good patient.
Oh, Lord.
We all know that I am not a good patient. I am
not a good side driver either.
No. And I don't like to be out of control. I like to be in control and do things the way I want to do them.
Yes,
and it takes very much out of me not to be able to do those things. And I tend to get a little crabby. Can you imagine me crabby? I can be a downright, yes, I can. And I am sometimes. I get aggravated, I get frustrated, and I let it fly. And unfortunately, Dave has been the brunt of that when I've done that.
He let them rip like a tater chip.
And Dave is the quiet, calm in the middle of a storm. He just sits there and takes it. Now, a couple of times we've had actual discussions where he did talk back and we had a discussion. But most of the time he knows I don't mean what I'm saying. I'm just upset. I'm just not feeling good or whatever. I'm in pain. And he just lets me do it, which doesn't make it right at all. And I feel bad afterwards that I've done it. But I would say since I got my boot off, my whole mood has been 100% better. And I'm hoping when I get the surgery and start feeling better about all that, that I'll be even, have a better mood about me. Oh no, Dave, now you're in the corner. I don't put him in the corner, Norma, but I do get mad with him. And then I'll be, sometimes I'll be in my own little world listening to whatever on YouTube or on Facebook or something like that. And
We like an old married couple.
he's like over there listening to his thing with his headphones, and I got my headphones on, and we're not talking to each other. We're just kind of in the same room. But I need my time to do different things that I don't need him sitting there asking me questions the whole time. And sometimes he'll be watching a movie and, he doesn't want to be interrupted or whatever, which I can understand. So it's all getting to figure out how you coexist in an apartment that is as small as my apartment is, so that you're not on top of each other all the time, but yet you're also still close. So it takes a little bit of work. And also, I'm still getting over having been divorced and by myself for so long that I'm pretty much, I want to be boss. I want to do it my way. And he'll say, "Well, what about this or what about that?" And I'll be like, "No, we're going to do it my way." But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, he's not going anywhere and I'm not going anywhere. So we will figure it out. We did hear, though, that the courthouse is booked up until the end of the year with marriages. So if we were to decide to go ahead and go get married at the courthouse, that's a no go till after the first of the year. So we don't know. I would like to get married in the church. I would like to actually have a little wedding. I had a very small wedding the first time around. Um, I know Wi Fi in the corner. um, Hi, Roadkill Gaming. How are you doing? Good to see you. So, anyway, uh, we're officially engaged. We just don't know yet how or when the wedding will take place. Okay. So, what is everybody else got going on? Anybody got any new videos coming out, premieres, live streams, anything like that? Any new collaborations? I know that Mimi's Place and Life with Misty are doing some collaborations. Unfortunately, they're no cook summer, which means they're making meals without having to cook. I'm not really making meals right now due to my surgery, so I can't really participate in that. And the other thing was the no spend summer. They're trying not to have to spend any extra money just to do what they have. Um, I can't say that because I've already spent money for car repairs, and there are a few things I'm going to need for the surgery or after the surgery that I'll have to buy. Okay, Val says my camera broke, so I have not been able to do videos. Being on retirement, it is going to take some time to get a camera. Oh, Val, that's tough. I did not realize that you used a camera and not a cell phone. Wow, that is going to take some time. But hopefully, you'll get this job that you're going for. And then once you get the job, you'll be able to afford to get it. Hopefully. The job is in Colorado. How far away is that? Nine hours away from you? How are you going to manage that? It will be for head chef. So you'd have to move there? I will have to move, she says. Wow, you got some thinking to do. I know how badly you wanted to make your, place there in New Mexico. Well, pray about it. I have a Zoom meeting to do. They will tell me everything they are offering, so we will see. Wow. Is it a restaurant or a facility, or can you tell us any details?
Still on?
Yeah. Oh, wow. I will be working for one of my old bosses. It's a community. Oh, wow. They do weddings and events. Okay. So it would be like catering. Okay. Well, sometimes we make our plans and then God has other plans. Maybe God already had this planned out for you and you just were filling time until they did. They do have a small kitchen for everyday food. Oh, okay. Now, when you say it's a community, is there a place for you to live there? Or will you have to find a place? Because I assume your parents' house is probably paid for, so you probably didn't have rent or a mortgage to pay. They provide a cabin for me. Okay. So you could basically leave everything at your present location, go there for work, and then eventually come back to your New Mexico place, I guess. Well, if you're happy about it, I'm happy for you. Yes. Because you know what? We can be friends no matter where you live. This wonderful YouTube shows us that we can meet people from all over the world and develop friendships with them. So that won't matter. And it is scary, but change is scary. Anything that changes in your life, I was looking at a stress scale where it tells you all the different levels of stress, um, and moving. Hey, Creative Soil. Um, Moving and getting married are two of the most stressful things. And then even up there with having a death in the family. So no matter what you do in life, if it's a big change, a lifestyle change, um, a move or anything like that, it's going to be stressful. Hello, Echo, Dave, and everyone. I had to restart YouTube so I could comment. Congratulations, Val. And Val says, thank you, Creative Soil. How's everything out in Oklahoma? Are you having a good summer, Carver? And no, Carver's not his real name. He used to go by Carver. That's how I got to know him over a year ago. And so I still call him that. Let's see. Joanne is in North Carolina now, so I am all alone now. I think it would be good to be around a community. Oh, most definitely. People, we thrive off of other people. So that's very important. Hello, Travels and Gardening with DJ. Welcome in. And I'm not saying that, we all have to have relationships. We don't have to be in a relationship or have a significant other. But sometimes, um, just to have human contact, just to have someone to talk to, and that is very nice. Um, so sometimes it's with friends, and sometimes it's um, family or friends, or you know things like that. But I think you would do really well in a situation like that. It would just be a big change, and there's nothing wrong with change. There's really not. I can tell you, after going through my divorce, and then after going through being on my own, and then meeting Dave and going through that transition, I can handle any kind of change. Val says, I will send you my phone number and oops, maybe you can teach me how to post a video from my phone. Sure, I would be glad to. And if you have Android, Dave can help you with that. If you have iPhone, I can help you with that because I don't know anything about Android. As long as you have a smartphone that you can download either a program to be able to record a video on, or you just can record it right straight onto YouTube, either one will be fine. Carver says, summer is going good. We just had a surprise thunderstorm. Supposed to be hot later. We're supposed to get rain here about the time we need to be on the road going to my out of town doctor's appointment. It's supposed to rain.
It's getting darker out there now.
Val says, oh no, I have no idea what kind of phone I have. LOL. We can figure it out, Val. Don't worry about it. We will figure it out. And it's not so much the phone as it is a way to record on it. And most phones are set up to record. So, and you already know how to use Canva. You can put the mobile Canva app on the phone, and then you can do a video and download it straight from Canva to make your changes and all, add things to it or whatever you want to do. If I can learn how to do it, anybody can learn how to do it. When I first came to YouTube, I didn't know how to do anything. Anything ever had to be done with my phone, I would have to wait till my daughter came over, and then I would say, I need to know how to do this, or I want to be able to do that, or I think I messed something up because now it won't do this. She got on to me just the other night, because she was doing something, wanted me to do something on the phone so the baby could use the phone to watch a video on. And I was like, you'll have to do it. I don't know what you're talking about. And she was
attaching a photo.
Oh, attaching a photo to something.
Message you were sending her.
Anyway, it was attaching something off a website.
Yeah.
I was trying to take a picture of it and then text her the picture. She wanted me to share it from the website so that it was, interactive, that she could go on that link, in other words, that I give her, then she could go on there and look at it on the website. So I didn't understand what she wanted me to do. But once she told me and showed me how to do it, hey, snap, I can do it. It's just a matter of somebody showing you how to do it. All the little tricks and things, that we need to learn how to do. That's all it is. That jewelry that Susan's mom sent me came in these cute little brown gift bags. I'm going to put it back in there so it doesn't get messed up. Y'all be on the lookout to my community wall because I will be posting when I'm going to have that 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And I've already decided I'm going to give away 10 prizes, one for each 100 subscribers. And I'm going to I'm going to make up the little packages, and then I'm going to number them 1 through 10. And then when you win, you pick the number, or it may just be if I have them 1 through 10, and with the giveaway number 1, you get prize number 1. That might be easier, and then we'll do it that way. And I think we may do I don't know. We may do some sort of
I'm donating some cards.
Oh yeah, viewers donating cards for me to give away too. I don't know how I'm going to do the giveaway part, but we'll figure it out. I miss seeing Susan also, and there was the sweetest letter that came from her parents and everything. And I really, she was a good friend to me. And even though I didn't know her very well, she was always available. We had each other's phone numbers. We would text and talk on the phone and everything like that. So that's why I got so concerned when she wasn't answering my text messages, because I didn't know what had happened. I didn't know if I had made her mad, or, something had happened or what. I didn't know what to think. So then when I found out when it happened, then I was thankful that I had been texting so that her parents knew that I really was a friend to her, and then they've been keeping in touch with me about things. So I'm glad about that. But it was a total shock yesterday when the door knocked and I saw the package, and I thought, I haven't ordered anything. What would that be? And then I saw what it was. So it was very thoughtful of them to send it. And, her mom said, for me to please accept these gifts and use them how I had intended on using them. So I'm sure that Susan would like her work to be distributed around with other people that will cherish it as much as I do. Hello, Bud Files. How are you doing today? Bud Files, why don't you ever say anything other than hello, peoples?
And leave a like.
We would love to get to know you. We always talk in my chat. We're small channel, but we do, try to reach out and touch people, and I would love to get to know you better. Although this thing, with Susan having passed away, it did make me realize that I can't get too close to people because something could happen, and you don't want to have to go through that every time. But I just have a big heart, and I will reach out to people, and I will try to become friends with people. And if it works and we click and we become friends, that's wonderful. And if not, I'm okay with it too. But um, just like my friend Selena that just lost her granddaughter, she's in the reseller community, and they did a charity auction fundraiser for her family, and they raised enough money to cover the funeral for that little baby. So, there's good people out here in the YouTube communities. It's just whether or not you get in with the right community and the right group of people. I'm not in any one community. I kind of go into different communities. I like the gardening and the homesteaders. I like the people that travel. I like people who cook because I'm not a very good cook. Um, and I really just, if I get to know the person, then I'll check out their channel more and more. And then I get to liking their channel because I like the person. I don't know if other people do it that way or not. But I see other communities all, getting together and going live together and things like that. And I think that's wonderful. And when we had Val come up as a guest, I thoroughly enjoyed that. And I'd love to have anybody come up as a panel guest anytime. Um, it doesn't have to be scheduled, it doesn't have to be a certain topic. I can drop a link anytime. And so if anybody ever wants to come up on panel, I've had Carver up on my panel before, um, and Val, and I would love to have Mimi up on my panel. But some people don't like to go live, and some people don't like to show their face, and you don't have to. You can always put your avatar up there instead. I imagine it is fun, Carver. Gardening like a Viking is awesome. And, I mean, Creative Soil can tell you I connected with him a long time ago. And I consider us to be friends. And if I ever have a question, I know I can pick up the phone and call him. He may not have reception at the time, but he would he would take my call, I'm sure, as I would take his. Well, I don't know. I don't really have anything else scheduled. I will do a pop up live when I get back from the doctor. It may not be today, it may be tomorrow, depending upon what time I get back and whether or not my daughter's supposed to come do laundry today. So they may be here when we get home, and I wouldn't want to do a live when they're all here. So I might do it Thursday, but I will let y'all know when my surgery date is, and I will um, keep y'all posted on my progress and what's happening with that. Thank you, Val, very much. We will. We'll be safe. That is a channel, gardening like a Viking. Viking. I thought you were gardening like a Viking. Creative soil. Okay, Norma, be safe yourself, and I will talk to you soon. Thou says, my garden is growing like crazy. I bet it is. So nice to have fresh produce out of your own garden. And hopefully by next summer, I'll be able to eat raw vegetables and things like that. And I might grow me some myself. It'll be fun. We got a good rain the other day, and my sunflowers are over 6 feet tall. Wow, that's getting big. That's wonderful. I think we may go ahead and go early since I went ahead and moved the live up today. Um, go ahead and leave early. We like to go to the Goodwill over there in this other town. Dave likes to get the binders for the baseball cards, and we can do that before my appointment. That way, if it's pouring down rain, we don't have to get in and out of the car again. I think we'll do that. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you all for coming in. Okay, Carver, I'll check him out. Gardening like a Viking. Sounds interesting. I like the title, the channel. All right. So if I don't see you before then, I'll see you next Wednesday, unless they do my surgery next week, which I doubt they will. Um, but hopefully we'll have another week before the surgery, and then we'll go from there. But I will be checking on all of your channels and keeping up with you, and I will let you keep up with me and with Dave.
Hi. Right on cue.
Right on cue.
Mwah.
All right, so bye for now.
Are you wearing what I'm wearing?
What do you mean?
Same colors.
Well, this is kind of a green, and you're wearing blue.
Oh, okay.